Welcome to Her Fund Talks, the podcast where we deep dive into gender-conscious investment and female-led innovation. I'm your host, Milena Stoycheva, and today I have the pleasure of the conversation with Genoveva Christova. Genoveva is a co-owner and managing director of Ligna Group, a board member of the Bulgarian English Exchange Bridge London, president of CreaTech Cluster Bulgaria, and president of the Bulgarian Furniture Cluster. She has also been an international cluster development expert with missions in the EU, Serbia, Croatia, Turkey, Romania, Georgia, Ukraine, Kosovo. She is the Entrepreneur of the Year 2010 award, which was given by the European Commission in Brussels to support and to recognize leading female founders. She is also a co-producer of Eurovision Bulgaria for 2020 and 2021, as well as the Junior Eurovision competition in 2021. Genoveva is a TED speaker. She is a motivational speaker at Bulgaria Wants You platform, where we support the return of Bulgarian innovators and entrepreneurs, professionals back to Bulgarian professional scene. She is also a mentor and an investor with student-run enterprises, with Able Accelerator, Junior Achievement Bulgaria, DEA, and many more. But most of all, if I can tell you, Genoveva is somebody that I met a few years ago who shares a deep passion for supporting the entrepreneurial spirit in empowering women in driving their own ventures. So it's a really great pleasure to have her today in this conversation, and I hope that you will share the same enthusiasm and excitement that she has for the world of entrepreneurship and how we can grow future generations. So Geni, thank you so much for the opportunity to have this conversation with you. Could you share with us, in your experience, what are the primary challenges that women-led startups are facing nowadays? You've had quite a few friends, but also companies that you have been supporting, mentoring. Where is the real pain and the gap, if we have to compare this with male founders, let's say?
Thank you very much, Milena. It's my pleasure to speak today, especially with you. You know how much I treasure our conversations. And thank you very much for the invitation, because what you're doing is extremely important. So back to your question, I'll start with a different angle, because I think we have to teach girls nowadays to be brave and bold, but not perfect. Because perfection is making you to lose time and miss opportunities in order to be perfect. And you know that we girls are always trying to be everything to be perfect. And that's how we're missing opportunities. I remember back in 2019, when me and Anelia, we've been invited it was America for Bulgaria series about the best entrepreneurs in Bulgaria. And the series were called From Zero to Hero. So they were looking for really, the bootstrap. So from the naturally born entrepreneurs without any support. And from this series, there were 10 series. We were the only one female-owned businesses, entrepreneurs. So, which is okay, we were quite pleased about it. But on the same time, I was a bit sad and lonely, because we need more. We need more women. We need more examples. And that's why the very first challenge is about role models and showcases the good models. What is to become an entrepreneur? What is a girl to become an entrepreneur? Why is important? Especially in the societal challenges, which are, I think nowadays they are getting better and better. The society is accepting more women to have businesses, but there is still this life balance challenge for a woman, work-life balance challenge for a woman. There is still, Of course, the funding gap is there. So speaking about funding gap, and that's why her fund, I really thank you very much for having this, because we need more funds for women. Because if you pitch, if you are female, okay, for woman entrepreneur and pitch in front of usually in front of men, you most probably will be asked questions about risk and failures rather than how you grow your business, how you're gonna scale, which is usually a typical question for men. So there is still this, how to say, gender bias. So we need to overcome. So for me, okay, I think I gave many challenges, but role
Yes,
models,
yes.
showcase
Being brave. Can I tell you,
being
I
brave.
love this being brave, and we need to start with this. You're so right. We need to give confidence and also to give hope that by being brave, you can advance, right? You shouldn't be scared to be bold about your vision and your dreams and what you want to be in life. To me, this is
Absolutely.
really key and critical. Thank you for sharing that. And then I understand, as you pointed, role models are key, they're critical. Also, because this additionally amplifies the point about confidence,
Yep.
right? If there are others that,
Absolutely.
like you, who've been in the same boat, you feel
And
that you can be also one of them. So
uh,
thank you for that. And now you have been also investing in some enterprises, in also supporting female founders, or in general founders. What are the qualities that you're looking for in those founders? Is there something that differentiates, for example, the female founders when you look at them, that you would like to see more in their male counterparts? I'm just triggered by the whole topic of qualities in that are worth investing in.
Absolutely. So I'm already investing, and especially in the female businesses, because we need more role models and more showcases for young girls to become entrepreneurs. So I'm already doing this, and I think one of them, the triggers, who are attracting me, the triggers who can say, oh yeah, I can go there, is being passionate. So, okay, one thing is to be confident, to be bold, to know your thing, but also to be very passionate about it, and just to deep dive in this and to say, this is my thing, I can do it. And of course, then, okay, emotional, intuitive, because I think women, we have this emotional intelligence and also intuition and passion, which is more than men. Men are much more pragmatic about their businesses. So I think this is what I want to see in a girl. And if I see a bold and confident girl, definitely I'm going for it, even if her idea is not the best one. I know that maybe she fails this time, but she will definitely make it next time.
Yeah. And if you now take this to the point of businesses, are there
Yep.
specific qualities or specific areas or features that you would like in a business now when you are thinking about investing?
So full dedication and commitment, of course, clear ideas, clear business plan. Okay, not just okay, let's today I'm gonna do this. Okay, show me what you're gonna do and what your plans, business plan, and how you're gonna achieve this, and what is your team, what is your strategy behind it. So what you want to achieve. I mean, it's not okay. It's just I want to be successful. I want to make money. Okay, everybody wants that, but how? So what exactly are your steps, goals, strategy, your team behind? So how you're gonna do this, and why you're doing this is also important, because I mean, this sort of questions sometimes are taking a person outside the comfort zone, and then you see really the real person behind, because the pitch you can learn. Okay, you can
Yes.
present a great pitch, but
And as
then
you
when
were
you go to
saying,
the question,
yeah, as you were saying,
yeah,
it's not about the perfect pitch. It's not about being perfect.
no,
It's really about
and
what you're being different, right? Also.
absolutely. Absolutely. What is the unique selling point? Why you're doing this? How you differentiate from others in the market? And I think nowadays I'm so happy that there are more and more women that take business, especially in deep tech. I think Milena knows much more than me, but I think it's twice more than what it used to be, and especially femtech. So the femtech businesses, and we have also mental tech or ed tech. So those are businesses and business areas where more and more women, especially femtech. I love this kind of, one of the day accelerator I'm part of, and I'm mentoring young entrepreneurs, young female entrepreneurs. So our winner last year was exactly Momfident, so a company from femtech business, and I was really, really happy about it.
Yes, and now we can maybe naturally go to the next questions. Can you share a specific example of a female founder that had a challenge or a big success because of her vision and because of being a female founder?
Yeah, and I'm gonna take exactly an example from there, the accelerator. I've been part of last year, and I'm still so. And this is the second edition. So I was mentoring this a young woman, Ioana Marinova, and so with her business, which is called Art Time. And so she's okay, about 25, and so she started, but she was very bold and very entrepreneurial. And when she started, so Art Time is imagine a multi-sport. So this is a cart about having all the cultural events, all the art places in one cart, so you can go around. So, but it seems that the investors are understanding more about sport than art. So nobody understood about art, and her main
Or
challenge
maybe
is
didn't care that
why
much.
art. Or didn't care so much, right? So the area was not so much well understood, but also that she was very young. So everybody was asking her about her experience. So, okay, how much experience? But when you are, okay, 25, okay, you're just starting, you want to do it. So you gain experience, but you have a strategy, you know what to do. So her challenges were exactly that she was too young for business, for the investors. And also they didn't understand the area. She was really passionate about it. But I know that she started, it was like 2021, 22, and she convinced one of the venture capital funds to give her, she started 50,000, they gave her 25,000, but she keeps going with this 25,000, now having a big platform for all events and art events, national platform, and just achieve around the 50 plus 50,000 euros. So I was so happy for her, and I knew that she's gonna make it one way or another. I was pretty
One
sure
way
about
or
it.
another. Yes, great. Um, as you mentioned earlier that you're already seeing some biases with funding. Can you give from your experience or the way you see it, some examples of cultural biases, are there such, when you are also investing or looking at female run enterprises? And is there a way that we overcome these stereotypes?
Of course, I think there is a lot we can do, starting with education awareness and especially highlighting good stories, good examples. And personally, I would like to congratulate, her fund and what you're doing with this podcast and this series, because people need to know about us and they need to know what we are doing and they need to hear the good stories. I'm fed up of all the bad stories, in the media, okay, and another scandal or another affair. So let's show the real businesses. Let's show the good stories. How many people are employed, they're growing. What is the success of a Bulgarian company, or a female or male, doesn't matter. But so let's get the success stories to the people, so to enlighten them, not just speak about scandals. So I think exactly what you're doing is the right way. And of course, there is bias. I'm in the bridge between Sofia and London a lot, and I'm also part of some of the London networks. And imagine if Europe, I think we are doing, and also Bulgaria quite well, having about 9.6% of the venture capital for women-led businesses. In UK, 2 or 3%. New Zealand, I searched about this, and New Zealand, Australia is 2.9%. It's extremely low. But what about the Black female entrepreneurs? They're 0.2%. So of course there are cultural biases and bias, and of course there are problems we need to overcome. And the UK government, I know that now they are raising about 500 million exactly for this, challenges to be overcome. And so I think Europe, we have to lift our gear, and we need to use the potential of women entrepreneurs for innovation and growth. We are missing at the moment. So we need to mobilize and really invest in more businesses, because at the end, I do believe, Milena, that in the future, we won't talk about women or men leaders and business. We'll just talk about successful leaders and successful
Totally agree
businesses.
with you. I'm
And
fully,
I'm really
yes.
looking for this. Yeah.
Yeah, for this moment to come, right?
Yep.
I really endorse the same thinking, because to me, this differentiation is rather artificial. On the other hand, we are facing statistics that is the way it is. So better do something about it, right? Like the real entrepreneurs do, than just to wait and to see what happens, maybe naturally. I think there is a trend now, especially we've been talking that there is also a real economic argument and point about opening the space for more female founders to be on the market, because this is expecting to raise economic opportunities for all, both for the companies, but also for different sectors. So what role do you think networks like ours or similar of organizations that are supporting this type of policies or initiatives or work, what is the role of these networks? What can they do in order to maybe further either raise the awareness of the challenge or support? How could this be solved?
Crucial is the role of the networks, and I'm so happy what you're doing. I know that its digital platform is coming, or it's
Yeah.
already there, which is great. So it's not all about, real events, which are very important, because you can't compare real events and the energy you can exchange with other entrepreneurs. But okay, you can't just go all day around for events. So the digital platform for networking is great. So congrats for this as well. So why, from my point of view, it's crucial? It's very simple. The answer is very simple, because you don't feel alone. So this is so important when you meet similar entrepreneurs, and you can exchange ideas and you learn from their lessons. I mean, the lessons were there, and you can exchange, and you just don't feel alone, because very often, you feel, okay, am I doing the right things? Okay, in the right way? Why my men are much faster than me? What are all these prejudice? What am I doing wrong? So when you just talk to somebody and you exchange ideas and exchange experience, and then you feel somebody to learn from, or to help to, because this giveaways are very, very important also for more successful women in businesses. Don't to keep it to themselves how they did it, right? So
Yes.
we can generate more and more successful examples. So the role of networking is absolutely important, and the network. So for me, this is a key, and as more quality of networks is very important. Because you remember very well, in the past, there were also female networks, but not exactly the purpose is what we are talking to. I think
Yeah.
nowadays we are doing better and better with the real stories and real examples, not for clubs that we can just show our new bags and shoes, etc.
Yes. So these networks, as you were saying, on the one hand, they make you feel more comfortable in and sometimes really assured of what you're doing. But I think at the same time, you pointed, they're about a question of trust, and that we build this trust among different people. And this is when you start making a difference, doing the real work. You're open about the real problems you share. You're not scared that somebody will use this against you, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
So my last question is, how can we encourage more institutional investors or private investors to dare to make some of these decisions and give it a try, even if it looks initially risky or somebody doesn't have the experience? Do you have a recipe, something that is sweet and good?
Oh, okay. I'll try to cook. To make a recipe for a nice, nice result, nice dessert, right? So
Yeah.
I think again, education, awareness. I keep repeating this, but it's very important to showcase the good examples and also highlight the market demand because the market needs. This is the numbers and the statistics investors understand very well. It's changing. So again, as I said about the mental health and the health tech businesses, there are many women there, also in ed tech or the femtech as I'm talking about, and there's really a demand, a high demand in these areas, so the investors can win investing in women, for example, in these specific areas I'm mentioning, but also why if we have merely 50% of the population, as they are women, why we are not investing or then not more women businesses. So because the roles in the society is changing. So as I said, I would like to see a society that is not about men and female. It's about business leaders and successful stories. And I think with the good examples, the good stories to tell, and that's why Her Fund is a extremely important project. We need to show the real stories and examples for the next generations and also for the investors to see that they can make money, more money, including more and more successful women businesses.
Okay, thank you so much. That was a very good closing of our episode. Thank you, Genoveva, and dear listeners. It's been a great pleasure to be with you and to share this insightful and inspiring story of Genoveva Christova.